Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This review for Love After Lockup Season 3, Episode 33. Next week is a 2-hour season finale. Dang. I'm like, I don't want it to go away, but I'm hoping they'll bring back a new season of new people. And if not, oh well, there are other shows that come on Fridays and whatnot, okay? First things first, if you have not done so already, take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff, okay? Do not forget to like this video, comment in the comment section. You can also hit the share button to share it on your social media, okay? You can follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. The links to all my social media is in the description box below. Remember to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you, and always inhale and exhale, because sometimes you have to just to calm down or whatnot, okay? This episode was nothing and something, okay? I think they're trying to wrap stuff up because, again, the season finale is next week. Some of these people don't need to come back for another season. Some of them I don't mind to see it, but most of them, no, okay? So first we have John and Christiana, but it was really just Christiana, okay? John was in the bed asleep the whole time or whatever, and she up, hear her mama walk around upstairs or whatever. And I remember my mama said, you know what I'm saying, she could hear them through the vents in the basement. So she gets up, she walks around, and she's like, you know, Tara's bedroom is right on the other side of John. They was in his basement together for 10 whole months. I can't believe it, what happened between them. And I was like, stuff, okay? So she gets up, she calls Tara, her sister. Hey, Tara, you know, I want to meet up with you, but I have to sneak and do it. Don't come here. Don't come here, because John won't let me see. No, he won't, so don't come here. Meet me at that place at the time real quickly or whatever, and my PO won't know that we're going to meet up. I'm looking like, it's being recorded for a television show. They gonna find out. They may not find out today, but they gonna find out, okay? Well, I'm gonna leave that be too. Now, her thing is, now Tara wants to meet up too. Oh, sure, sister. Hey, best friend. Go, best friend. That's my best friend. Go meet up with her sister, whatever. And she tells us, I just, you know, if I find out that she fucked my husband, I don't know what I'm gonna do. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? She just said, it can make me use again. I'm looking like, you would use drugs because your sister slept with your husband, even though you slept with her baby daddy. You just want to use. Girl, stay at home. Don't find out. Leave it be, okay? That's all that it was with Christiana and John. And again, John was in the bed asleep the whole time or whatever. Next up, Amber gets a surprise visit from who? Sammy. Yep, this is Sammy. Okay, the man who she has not seen in 10 years, the man who she had this up and down relationship with a long time ago. So he called her before and told her that he would be out in a couple of days. Well, he got out yesterday, and he pops up to her job like, hey, sexy. I'm looking like, who was this man? And why does he look? He looked like, if any of y'all watch, not Family Guy, if y'all watch American Dad, when they had the Krampus episode, you know what I'm saying, Krampus or whatever, he looks like Krampus if Krampus was a human. Okay, I'm telling you, if you watching American Dad, just go find Krampus. Okay, not his daddy the Krampus, the first Krampus dude. He looked like he could be Krampus in the human form. I'll leave that be. Anyway, you know what I'm saying, again, they have not seen each other in 10 years. He looks nice body wise though. His face just looks old, but he's been in prison. Prison really ages people or whatever. But I'm going to leave that be too. So he pop up and she's surprised but happy. And they say that we left things on, you know, it was a bad ending or whatever. We have things to discuss, okay? You know, we have things to fix, okay? We have things to talk about between us too. And, you know, she brings up how it was hard not being with you. I just kind of blocked it out my mind for the past 10 years and just did not deal with it. And then he then say, I've never stopped loving you. Okay, I have always loved you. And can you just be with me so I can prove to you how much I love you, okay? I want to be with you, girl, okay? And she brings up back in the day they was fussing and fighting because they was both selling and doing drugs, and I guess he wanted to be the boss of her, but she was her own boss, and he would be upset that she was her own boss, making more money than him, and that's what the fights were about. And so again, that was 10 years ago. I feel like y'all was kids back then, dumb kids at that, and y'all are hopefully adults now, and hopefully smart adults at that. So we'll see where it goes or whatever. I mean, she said, he gives me butterflies still when I see him, okay? But I gotta see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. The puppy finds out that I'm, dealing with Sammy. Puppy gonna kill you and kill Sammy, and let's hope she does not hurt herself. I mean, it's just weird. They hug and go their separate ways, but again, I mean, Amber ain't shit. Anyway, next up we have Andrea. Now, Andrea's friends is coming to town because it's her birthday. So her 3 little Mormon friends is coming in from Utah to see her, to have a good time in LA. I guess on Andrea Dam, I don't know. Now, she said, I want to let them know that I am fancy. I want them to think I have a fancy life in LA because as a Mormon in Utah, you get married, you have these big old houses, all nice and things, and then, you have a good life. I don't have that here. Like, my house ain't that good. Her house is messy. I don't know if it's because it's small that it's messy, but I'm like, she's talking about, I'm the fabulous person in LA. I'm like, when you standing next to this trash can, they got, it's like a huge industrial size trash can. I'm like, why is the trash can so big and why is it in the way? Anyway. But again, she wants to be all fancy-like. And I don't want them to see my house because, they real judgmental and stuff. So I'm going to go pick them up in a limo. So she go pick up her friends, okay, in the limo. I did not like her outfit because I'm like, why you got the fur thing on when it's LA? I don't even think it's cold in LA right now because it was cold. Why you got that dress on? And it was just a no for me. I don't like when people try to fake it till they make it. For her to say, I'm going, y'all Mormons is here in LA. I'm going to teach y'all the LA experience. Do you know the LA experience? Because I don't think you do. Anyway, she picks me, oh my God, a limo? We have never been in a limo. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a limo. Girl, calm down. A limo is a car. It gets you from point A to point B. It's not a helicopter. Anyway, so they riding around and just look at oh my God, is that Chanel? I can't afford that, but oh my God, I want to see Kevin Bacon. Are there stars here? Are those the stars? I want to see Kevin Bacon. I'm like, of all the people, Kevin Bacon? Okay. Anyway, so they ride around all day in a limo. I guess it's seeing LA. They didn't really do anything to my knowledge or whatever. But they then go back to Andrea's house to drop her off. But she's like, they can't come to my house. And saying, keep they Mormon asses in the car. I ain't dealing with them. She keeps separating herself from them being Mormon and she's being a Mormon. Are you no longer a Mormon? Is an LA Mormon different from a Utah Mormon? I'm confused, but I'm going to let that be as well. But again, they booked her house. Okay, we going to come in for the tour? She's like, no. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later. And she did not let them in her house because, as she said, they will judge me. Okay, they're very judgmental. I used to be like them or whatever. The one friend judged the other friend for not having a double range stove. So I'm like, what? That is okay. They would definitely judge her because it's not even that her house is small. Her house is messy. It's messy. It's not clean. And she brought up, you get married, you have kids, and you're a whole housewife. I don't know if she's saying that because she works, she don't have time to clean, and she can't afford a maid, and the kids don't clean, and Lamar don't clean. So the house is just not clean. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that be. They tell her, well, not her, but they said in the confessional that she's changed. She just came to LA. She's wearing that dress. At least she can't go pray in that dress. And they don't. She wasn't wearing the traditional undergarments to kind of to protect her body from the devil. I'm looking like the devil. Like what? Undergarments to protect. I'm gonna leave that be. But they think she's being a diva. I'm like, she's broke. She need to be honest with her friend. Girl, you ain't got no money. Let it be. I'm gonna leave that be too. Anyway, next to girl Britney Marcelino. It's like Deborah Cox. How did you get here? Playing my like. How did you get here? Y'all not supposed to be here. I have cried about this BS for the last time. I'm saying no, you're not supposed to be here. I am really tired of the whole Britney mama storyline. I am, don't force your mama story down my throat. I don't want it. No, thank you, ma'am. Take it back, okay? Now, the mama like, oh, can I go talk to the daddy? Because Britney said the mama hurt the daddy all them years ago. The mama and daddy been broken up long enough to where, why is this the storyline? I don't get it. The daddy's not even happy she's there. I'm confused or whatever. And so the mama go outside while the daddy outside. She said, hey, do you want to go for a walk and talk? He was like, no, I don't want to go for a walk. We can talk right here. I was like, well, damn. He said, I don't want to do that. I said, well, he had his mind made up. Well, your wife was really nice. Whoever the lady is. The lady's really nice. He said, yeah, she keeps me happy. She makes me laugh, makes me smile. Now she crying and shit. I'm looking like, this ain't what I'm here for, okay? Not at the all. I never signed up for Britney's mama issues with her daddy from Alaska from 20 years ago. That ain't what I'm here for. No, Jesus. He hugs and consoles her. Like, oh, I'm so sorry that you're feeling this way or whatever. You had a hard life. Help me pat her down or whatever. And then, he but it's fine. But he also says how I don't think it was a bright idea for Britney to bring her here. No one did, okay? Everyone said, what are you doing? And she felt like she knew what to do. I don't agree, but I'm going to leave that be, okay? Now, Britney is just happy to have her mama, her daddy in the same place with her husband, and the kids. I always wanted these family moments. I get that, but you're gonna get that shit at the detriment of your mama, because when she leaves this and she sees she has no place here because she already feels like an outsider, looking at her ex-husband and his new boo thing kiss in her face, and I'm like, she don't go use, and when she go use, it will be Britney's fault for forcing her to come here when she didn't need to. She needs rehab, okay? Inpatient, 6-month rehab, period, okay? Anyway, we then get to the next people. And who was that? Sean and Destiny, okay? Now, Sean is leaving. He's leaving on that midnight flight to Georgia. He's going to Vegas. Anyway, but he leaving or whatever. And as he leaving, we see Destiny walking down the street singing Do Why Diddy Dum Diddy Do, okay? And she's calling him because what? She tired of walking. Okay, Sean, I need to meet with you. We need to talk. He's like, I'm finna leave. Well, no, can you meet me here? What does the dumbass do? He goes and meets her. Now, he get there. What's up, Britney? Not Britney. What's up, Destiny? I need to borrow some money. I'm like, first of all, she not gonna give it back. So don't say borrow. I need you to give me some money. And she says, because I don't have a car, you took my car from me, whatever. I have nothing without Sean. Sean left me. No, she said Sean made me rely on him for everything. He made me dependent upon him, and now without him I have nothing. Well, you should have thought of that before you left him alone. You can't be with a man who supports you wholeheartedly and then expect when you leave him alone he'll still do that. That's dumb and dirty, all up and through, okay, all around, up and down, okay? Anyway, so He like, what did we broke up? What did you expect would happen? Like, you told me out, you scammed me, okay? No, you scammed me. We scammed each other. You lied about your age, how many kids you had. You lied to me, and she's like, he then said, well, you lied to me too because you were dating other men. Well, yeah, when you were the one who was skimming and scamming, not scamming, but you was skimming the prison websites, so you was tricking out. You was looking for it. I said, well, he was tricking. He was. But her thing was, I was talking to multiple guys, okay? But I liked you. I left all of them alone to be with you, okay? And had you not been lying to me, who knows what could have happened? I'm like, she really out here trying to make him feel as if they can like be together. She's playing you, Sean. She's playing you, dumb Diddy. Anyway, she then said, I need some money because I can't just be walking around. Well, I'm sorry you're walking around, Dad. I'm sorry about that. But his goofy ass. Anyway, he said, well, I have a few dollars, I have $40. I was like, when he pulled out $40, don't cooch cost $40? When I see the hookers on Twitter, they always say the hookers be asked for $40 for some coochie. Is she selling coochie for $40? Because how you just happen to have 40? I'm gonna leave that be. But she took the 40. Can I have a hug? And she gave him a hug, and then they went their separate ways. Now he said the $40 was a parting gift, okay? Because if she wants to do what she wants to do, she can do that, but without him. I'm done. She tells us Sean had no idea that she's seen someone else. Well, then why can't you get a car or a cab fare or an Uber through whoever else you're seeing, okay? Why not that? But she said he's not prepared for what's coming. I'm like, why do we have to even deal with whatever's coming? Now, back at the house, he went back home to see Kelly and his daughter. Okay, Kelly and the daughter. And, he like, Kelly is over between me and Destiny. You know what I'm saying? Things went bad or whatever. And we're over. Oh, really, Sean? Oh, really? Because your daughter, your kids are pissed off at you, okay? And you do know she used you. She scammed you. Okay, she used you, Sean. She did. The daughter didn't come out. The daughter's name is, I don't think I wrote it down, but she's 16 and she's upset, okay? Because she like, I'm pissed off at you because ever since you got with her, you have not been around or whatever. And you basically said fuck us and was with her. That's what you did or whatever. She brings up how she would call her dad, and Daphne would hang up on her or not answer the phone. She would text her dad, and the text would be read, but he would not reply. So she's like, I've been reaching out to my dad as usual, and either he was ignoring me or he was having Destiny ignore me. And Destiny would answer the phone and hang up on her. I say, someone needs to immediately beat her ass. Okay, Kelly, go beat Destiny's ass because she deserves it or whatever. So now the daughter is just pissed. She's upset. She's hurt. Because again, dad chose this new chick over us. And she gets up and she walks away. Because are you only back because she dumped you? Like, are you only here because she left you alone? Why come now? Why not come when y'all were together? Not when she left you. And then she gets up and she walks away crying. And he goes after her, whatever. No, get out of my room. God, don't want to talk to you, Dad. And she's very hurt that her dad picked someone over. She said, we're like your second place winners. You know what I'm saying? Why come now when she's gone, Dad? I'm like, ooh. And she crying or whatever. If you really loved me and loved us, you would have never put us in this. You would have never put us in this situation. I'm like, your 16-year-old daughter is schooling your dumb ass because you really picked a stranger, a felon, over your children. If I could do it all over again, I would make different choices. But you can't redo this shit, Sean. You gotta live in your shit, okay? And again, she's just pissed. And he deserves everything. As much as she's hurt, I want him to feel 10 times worse, okay? Next up, we have Chevelle and Quaylin. First of all, both of their hair look like Predator. Okay, the one with Danny Glover. The first Predator back and it was in the 80s, late 80s. It's just bad. Y'all both need y'all ass whipped for this hair. Anyway, they got engaged 2 weeks ago. And she said, things have been kind of hard the family's against us, so that's a hard thing or whatever. Quaylen isn't working now that he's here, and we're not having sex. So I just wonder who he's sleeping with. Ain't no way on God's green earth, okay, that I'm engaged to a man. We live in that same house and we in the same bed, and we not having sex in the past 2 weeks. How? Who? What? When? Where? How? Not on my watch, okay? I'm like, girl, who you fucking? Cause y'all both, what's going on there? Anyway, so, and I feel like Chevelle wanted so bad to be with him that she's accepting anything. And that's stupid, okay? Now, she's bringing up how they didn't have good times, but she's still trying to marry him. She went with her friend to try on wedding dresses. I'm like, anyone on this show who tries on wedding dresses, the wedding rarely ever happens. Like, it really ever. I think the only one who really got married on the show was Lacey and Shane, and then Angela and Tony. You know what I'm saying? Them two was only two that I can think of that actually got, and then Britney Marcelino. But again, it rarely ever works out, but I'm gonna leave that be or whatnot. But she tells a friend how, not Michael, wrong person, that, well, we shall see, that Quaylen, you know what I'm saying, cheated on her. He cheated on me or whatever, but he proposed, and now we're engaged, so we're gonna get married. Friend, like, do you think it's, like, are you rushing this? You know what I'm saying? Because if he's already cheating, should y'all, like, slow down a little bit? She's like, no, we're gonna get married. She tried on dresses anyway. She found a dress. I didn't get no pictures of it because I'm like, I don't care. But she found her dress, but I feel like she's not gonna make it down the house. That dress gonna be that big. Not the house. Okay, the house. Her mama come and pick up the granddaughter. Okay, mama getting the granddaughter. So while the mama and Chevelle is outside talking, because mama still feels as if that she's making a huge mistake trying to marry him. And then when he's in the house, her phone going off, and it's the dude Jay texting her, "Hey boo, what's up, sexy? What's up, baby?" And Quaylen sees it, and he is quite upset. Okay, he is upset, like, oh, she's telling me to not talk to my people, but she up here talking to Deuce. I can't believe this shit. And when she comes back in the house, your phone was going off. Who's Jay? Hey, baby, who's Jay? Look, I only went out with him because we was not together, whatever, and you was like, give me attention. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I still talk to him again, but it's because you don't give me attention, so I talk to Jay for that reason. He's upset, saying, like, you had me cut off all communication with old girl, whatever, but you up here talking to a dude who you went on a date with. I did not date old girl. I just talked to her on the phone. You went on a date with him, and you still talking to him. I'm pissed. Now, two wrong don't make no right at all, but this is what happens when you get engaged to a man who was in prison for 12 years who you don't know. Shit goes left, okay? So this one time, he felt like because she's saying that she talked to Jay because he did not give her attention and she was then being entertained by Jay. He then said, oh, well, since you entertained by the dudes or whatever, I'm going to back up from you. I'm going to focus on me, okay? I'm going to give you a break or whatever so I can do me, okay? Because I can't believe this shit. And now they fussing or whatever. Now, I feel like neither one of them has a leg to stand on because, again, he talked to other people and was an asshole. But she did the same. So, I mean, like, don't they cancel each other out? I don't know. Anyway, so they fussing back and forth. They then went upstairs or whatever. And then she's and I have done whatever you wanted, you got. Okay, I have always made sure you got what you wanted. That ain't true. That ain't true. Yes, Quaylen, yes, it is. No, it's not. I'm saying you want me to please you, Chevelle, but you don't want to please me. What? I give you everything. I'm like, oh, here we go. That means ain't no. So she pissed at him because he like him saying, if you made me happy, we would not be fussing right now. Okay, you don't please me. Okay, and she was like, what? I don't what? And now she crying and she upset because he telling her you don't do shit for me. And I'm like, I mean, when you live at her house, she's at least keeping a roof over your head, and you don't work, bruh. Who bought the food? Anyway, they fussing, honey. It looked like it got real crazy next week, so we have to see that. Okay, and lastly, the bull of the shit, these two, Michael and Sarah. Michael's back in Flint. He's back in Flint, and he's really visiting his mom. I really wish he would buy his mom a new couch. Her couch is dirty. Okay, her couch is old. And I feel like he has been on this show a few seasons. I'm sure he had done some club appearances or whatever. He's made enough money to buy his mom a new couch. You have a good $3 to $4 grand to buy your mama a new couch. You can get a good couch in Michigan for $3 grand. Okay, you can get a couch in Michigan for $2 grand. But you have had to have had $4,000 to buy your mama a good couch. Get her off that dirty ass shit that's in her house. Please, okay? Anyway, because I mean, when you have to put cover on top of a couch to cover up the stuff, throw it away. Throw it away. Don't do that. Okay, anyway, so he tells his mom, me and Sarah back together, living in the same, not back together. We are living together in her house. We are co-parenting. We have an open marriage, okay? She do her thing, I do my thing. We both know we're gonna date with the people or whatever, but we're still trying to be parents to our children, get along and stuff and whatnot, okay? And he really talking as if they have a whole open marriage. I'm like, that's not what it is. I'm gonna let that be. The mama feel like, oh well, I think would you ever be able to, really commit and be with just Sarah to have a family? He said, well, I think I could do that. Yeah, me and Sarah ever had a conversation. We agreed to take things to that level. I would leave alone all the other girls I'm messing with and be with us Sarah. He's lying. He is a bald face, big forehead, and a lie. Okay, he's a whole Flint lie. Okay, he's a whole Flint liar. Anyway, the mom them, oh, I'm so proud of you because you're doing what you can do, trying to make it happen for your family. I'm like, no, he's lying to your face. And as his mother, you should know when he's lying. I know when he's lying. I do, because the mom's like, you dating anyone else? No. He's lying. Clearly he's lying or whatever. We then see him doing what? On a date with a bitch. Okay, he's clearly on it. Now, first of all, this girl, someone put on Twitter, every time he messes with somebody, it gets worse and worse and worse. I'm like, that's not nice. Anyway, but she looked like a regular chick coming from around the way, here in Michigan, where they're in Flint. Because Flint is a really small city here. But again, she just, was a runaway girl or whatever. But he on a date with her, as Sarah is calling him because he's been gone a week and she did not talk to him. As Sarah is calling him, he tells the date girl, "Oh, ignore that. Don't even worry about that." I'm like, that's your wife. Why can't you, if y'all have an open marriage, the same way she answered her phone when she was out with Malcolm, why won't you answer your phone for her? It's the weirdest shit. I just don't get it. And him and the chick even go when they leaving the place or whatever. So, you at the mama house? Or you got a hotel? I got a room. Oh, so I gotta persuade you a little bit more. And they start, I'm like, oh God. He's really out here getting more cooch. He's been fucking Sarah for these past 2 weeks. He has now left Sarah to get new cooch. I was like, oh, just so stupid. Anyway, over in New York, Sarah is calling him. He's doing what? Not answering because again, he's what? On a date. Anyway, Michael never surprises me when he lets the kids down. Sarah, you allow him to do that. I mean, Michael is consistently inconsistent. And it's fucked up that he does it. It's so dumb. But, I mean, she can't not let him be around. He is around when he's around, but I feel like he consistently lets some kids down. I'm gonna leave that be. So she's on her way to do what? Meet with Malcolm. Okay? Because if she called him, Malcolm, we need to talk a little bit. Can we talk a whole little bit and whatnot? And so she get there, whatever. And He like, yeah, so what's up? It's been a while or whatever. She's like, yeah, it has been, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hate how we left things or, how things ended. He said, yeah, me too, because I was hungry for one, I didn't eat no food. And two, you telling me that Michael stayed with you, it threw me for a loop. Like, I was shocked or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he then say, so like, does he's still there? She's like, yeah, he was still there, whatever. Oh, so he been there for a while. Okay, cool. So yeah, what's going on with y'all? Like, do you think that I still like I want to be with him? Like, do you think that he said just I feel like you are still in love with him? Are y'all still having sex? And she was like, what? I'm like, bitch, you fucking him. Like, that's a whole valid question. The only way the question isn't valid if he's asking that, like, as if he's your man, which he isn't. But I feel like the fact that you told him Michael lived there and ain't shit up. But if since then you have been fucking him, then shit was up. Okay, up and down, if you ask me. And again, the show goes off before she can answer the question, and she gonna lie. She gonna lie and say, no. Not fucking him, but she is. And that was the whole episode. Chevelle and Quaylen can come back next season. I don't want to see more Michael and Sarah, but Chevelle and Quaylen can come back. I don't want Shawn and Destiny to come back. I don't want Britney Marcelino. I wouldn't mind Andrea Lamar if they include the daughter. Too with that, in the limo with their friends asked Andrea, if she was still beefing with his daughter. What's the daughter's name? Shantae. And she tell them, well, no, we made up or whatever, but I did invite her to my birthday too. And the friend then say, well, we got your back. I'm like, got her back? That's his daughter. She's 26. What has she been telling you, girl? It pissed me off. So I don't mind Andrea and Lamar if they come back with the daughter. If Amber and Sammy come back, I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I don't want Amber back with Puppy and the whole Vincent thing is like, no. And I wouldn't mind, John and Christiana come back. So that's my thing. Anyway, that was the whole episode. I'm going to bed. It's 4 a.m. 4 a.m., yes. Anyway,